Good morning, folks. The real Captain Kirk here, live from Weather Trends 360 studio here in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Thought we'd do another quick update today. We're going to move at warp speed. Sorry for the pun, but we're going to cover a lot of information here very quickly on the hurricane. Looking at the satellite, well, first off, the systems. We picked up Joyce last night, so very quickly approaching an above-average season. Joyce is going to go that way, and that system in the Gulf probably doesn't have enough time to develop. Look at the satellite again. A very large Hurricane Florence, Cat 2 winds 109, gusting to 132. So again, still a very formidable hurricane. Again, see the rotation here. So again, much larger than even the state of Florida. So a very large system indeed. Looking at the official hurricane tracks, again, very tight. You know, pretty much no huge changes overnight. It looks like it's going to head right toward the general Wilmington area. Again, probably the most populated coastal area in North Carolina. And again, Cat 2 weakening to strong Cat 1 by the time it makes landfall. Wouldn't get hung up on that still, because we're still talking about a top 10 storm here. Official Hurricane Center track, and again, Florence, the winds are forecast to be 104 miles per hour sustained at landfall. That places in all these big boys: Gloria, Floyd, Isabel, Donna, Ian. So a lot of, there's no doubt that it could be a top 4 storm in terms of wind speed. Certainly, a very, very strong chance it's going to break the record for rainfall in the state. Floyd holds that record at 24 inches, so she probably has a chance to break that. Hurricane warnings along the coast, obviously. Tropical storm warnings almost all the way to Raleigh. Flood watches beyond Raleigh, and then even flood warnings up in the Virginia Beach area. Look at tidal surge again. That track is everything. To the right of the system, you're going to have these big surges of upwards of 8 to 10 feet. Water just lifting up. So no huge changes. Actually, did bring it up back into this area of Morehead City and those inlets toward New Bern. So again, 8 to 10 feet of water coming up the rivers. Certainly a big impact. As we look at the, on top of that, again, as we talked before, the waves, easily 10 to 20 foot waves on top of that. So again, everyone on the coast should just prepare about a 20 to upwards of a 30-foot wall of water between the surge and the wave heights. Current radar, you can already start to see the eye off the coast here, so it's already getting in, where we can actually see it with radar imagery. Again, beeline just toward Wilmington. Ironically, Florence, south of Florence, South Carolina, by Saturday. The bad news is just from here to here, it's going to be Saturday. So we're talking about 2-3 days of just nonstop tropical storm, hurricane force conditions, and obviously the flooding rainfall. So again, flooding is the big concern. If we look at soil moisture, again, they're only in the 20-25% range right now. That's expected to, as you'll see here in the animation, we get into these dark greens, which is 40-45%. Can never get much above 50% soil moisture, obviously. It's the rest of it's dirt, but saturated ground to say the least, as we look at the rainfall totals here in a sec. Again, so Floyd sets the record for the wettest system on record, 1999. This is state weekly rainfall total is literally off the charts. So again, looking at a ton of rain here as she goes from North Carolina, South Carolina, and then spins out through the Ohio Valley. So much above average rainfall, obviously. The official forecast is somewhere about north of 20 inches in there. Again, we get over 24 inches, we're going to break that Floyd record. So somebody in here is likely to break that record. At least we're going to get to probably top 2 in terms of state rainfall. So a huge impact with all the ag economy in here, and 10 million pigs and hundreds of millions of chickens. Lots of impacts. This river gauge, this is kind of the north, I believe the north of Wilmington, shows it actually breaking Floyd's record. So again, it's currently only around 3.7 feet, but projected to go up over 24 feet. Floyd set the record back in '99 at 23.5 feet. Again, this is just a river forecast here. Matthew back in '16 was only about 19.98 feet, so Matthew was down here. So everyone remembers how bad Matthew was. Folks may forget from '99 how bad Floyd was. This is worse than both by about a half a foot. So record shattering at least some of the rivers, not necessarily all the rivers, but at least this river to the northwest of Cape Fear, north of Wilmington. For folks that are actually interested in the big picture for fall, looks like we got a taste of fall coming. So you can see this big blast of cold air coming down and heading to the U.S. So after these hurricanes, we get a little taste of fall here. So with that, folks, be safe. Everyone should be out of harm's way at this point, and hunker down, and prayers for everyone impacted. Have a great week, and we'll have social media updates through the weekend.